Alright, hello and welcome everybody to this week's video where we're going to not do an intro. We're jumping straight into it. So if you don't already know what this video is about, you should seriously be following me at Twitter, because the link is in the description below, and that's where this kind of all started. But where it actually all started is I was streaming the other day on Twitch, twitch.tv/crypt6, by the way. Go follow me over there, by the way. And Bubby Chuck TF comes into my chat. He says, "Hey, I have this clip where it looks like I mitigated some of a flame core's damage by using my firewall." And I go, "No way. Link the clip." So he links me the clip, and I'm looking at it with my chat. I'm looking at it, and it looks like it does a little bit less damage than I usually expect from a flame core, right? So I look over at chat, because Twitch chat is all knowing. You guys know this. And I go, "Hey, how much damage does a Scorch flame core do?" They say 2 bars of health. I say, "Okay." I look at the clip. Here's the clip, by the way. And if you look really closely, it looks like it deals about 1.8 bars of health. And it looks like when Bubby places down his firewall as the flame core is heading at him, it looks like it makes that part of the flame core that he hit with the firewall just completely disappear and go away. So we thought, hey, did he just mitigate some damage? It looks like it only dealt 1.8 bars of health and not the 2 bars of health that Twitch chat is saying. So we immediately posted it to Twitter because we're like, well, Bubby immediately posted it to Twitter because we're like, yo, people have to know about this. And I co-signed it, retweeted and all that. And then of course, the second we do that, people on Twitter come to us and they say, hey, I think that's the normal amount of damage. That looks like 2 bars of health. So what we're going to do in this video is either prove or disprove mine and Bubby's theory and figure out what's true and what's not. Also, what me and Bubby are, before recording this video, me and Bubby are starting to believe Twitter. We're starting to believe Twitter. We think that we were wrong and that we didn't mitigate any damage, and that you guys are right, and Bubby took full damage from that flame core. But let me tell you about how we're both actually wrong. I'm wrong, you're wrong, everybody's wrong, nobody's right really, except you guys only a little bit, okay? But anyways, I said, Twitch chat, how much damage does a normal flame core do? They said 2 bars of health. So according to the handy dandy spreadsheet that Reddit made, a full health Scorch Titan has 12,500 health, right? And then they have 5 health bars, so 12,500 divided by 5. Each bar of health in a Scorch is 2,500 health. But also according to the spreadsheet, a flame core deals 4,500 health. So 2,500 plus 2,500, that's 2 bars of health. That's 5,000 health for 2 bars of damage. But according to the spreadsheet, a flame core only deals 4,500 health. So we take the 4,500 health and we divide that by 5,000, right? And we get 0.9. That number, 0.9, we take that times 0.9 times the 2 bars of health that we think it's going to do, because it actually only deals 0.9 of 2 bars. And the flame core actually only deals 1.8 damage. Now, I know you might think I'm insane, but we saw 1.8, and according to the Twitch hive mind, the geniuses in Twitch chat, we thought, I'm not blaming this on Twitch chat, by the way. This is my own fault. I should have done more research before telling Bubby to post it on Twitter. But according to the information available at the time, we thought that a flame core dealt two bars of health no matter what. And then we looked at it, it looked like it only dealt 1.8. And so we're like, huh, it looks like we mitigated some damage. But according to the math, we actually mitigated no damage, and we took the full amount of damage, which is 1.8 bars. So you're wrong when you said that a flame core deals 2 bars of health, but it only deals 1.8. So you're wrong there. And we were wrong when we said we mitigated damage, because Bubby did not mitigate any damage. But we are going to test and see if there is a way to prove this. And we are going to test and see if there is a way to mitigate damage, if there's a way to prove that we didn't mitigate damage, all that. And anyways, I know that was like a 5-minute intro, but it was also me explaining everything. But let's get into like the real meat and gritty of the first ever Titanfall science video. Let's go. Alright, so this is test 1, where we are just going to get a normal flame core, and I'm just going to eat it. Bubby, go ahead and flame core me. As you can see, I was full health. That dealt about 1.8. So we are going to next see if we can use the flame wall and mitigate some of this damage and see what happens, I guess. Alright, this is test 2. I'm going to have Bubby flame core me, and then I am going to try and flame wall and block it. So, Bubby, go for it. As you can see, I mitigated no damage that time. It dealt the exact same amount of damage to me. Alright, this is test number 3. Instead of using the flame wall, this time I am instead going to try and crouch and use my Inferno Shield to do this. So, Bubby, use your flame core. As you can see, that mitigated no damage as well. Okay, so this is just a little tips and tricks since we figured out that the other methods didn't work. Infernal Shield actually can mitigate all of the damage from Scorch as long as he is above you and you are below him, and you boost into him and hold your Inferno Shield on him. You can actually take away all the damage. So, Bubby, flame core me. See how I took no damage that time? You just have to have the exact right scenario. So, for the example of like Crash Site where you're below them, or the example of Complex where they're standing up on those plants in mid, or the rocks in Dome and you're below them and they try to flame core you, just make sure you are up close to them, boost into them, and are holding your flame shield on them. The situation has to be perfect, so, you know, don't yell at me if it doesn't work every time. It does have to be a perfect situation, and it is pretty hard to replicate. Okay, and then our next tip and trick with Scorch, another small Scorch exploit, is this one actually works on flat ground as well. So if you're going up against an enemy Tone, you're in Scorch, you got your Inferno Shield, Tone has his Salvo Core, you can actually take no damage from the Salvo Core. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to do essentially the same thing I just did, where I just kiss Bubby in the mouth and hold up my Inferno Shield and just boost into him, and he's going to try and Salvo Core me, and I will take no damage. So Bubby, Salvo Core me. As you can see, I took absolutely no damage there, and Bubby ended up taking more damage than me. So, a neat little tip and trick, a little Scorch exploit for you, to make up for the fact that we lied to you. The nice part about this trick is that it also works with Ion. Ion's Vortex Shield can actually touch all of Tone's Salvo Core if you're standing point blank. So, we're going to do it again. Bubby, Salvo Core me. And see how I did no damage, and I can actually damage him just a little bit, not much, because it doesn't actually catch the rockets, it just makes them disappear, more like, but I do damage him, and it is very nice, and then you can kill the Tone with however else you want, pretty much. Okay, and then one last little Scorch tip and trick. This one was actually discovered by Grizzy. I'll put that clip now.
Hello. Wait.
Oh, that pilot's not gonna be happy in a few.
Huh? Am I cheating? What just happened?
But this little trick, so the way thermite works in Titanfall is you have the big bomb, and then there's fire inside it, and when the bomb comes in contact with something, the fire gets launched out of the bomb. And the Dome Shield actually only stops the bomb part of it. It doesn't stop the fire part. So Bubby's going to call in his Titan right now, right there. And we are going to see if this actually works. And we're going to prove to you that you can kill a pilot through a Dome Shield using Scorch. So he's standing inside his Dome Shield. I'm outside it. I'm just going to shoot it. As you can see, the fire goes through and kills him. Even though the canister stayed on my side, the fire went through and killed him through the Dome Shield. And that's a neat little tip and trick for you. So yeah, we were wrong, okay? But so were you, okay? So were you. But anyways, that's the end of the video. I gave you a few little tips and tricks right there to make up for the fact that we were wrong. And if you did like this video, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. And follow me at all the links and join the down below, and remember to join Discord, and comment down below if you like this, or if you have any other secret hidden knowledge about Titanfall 2 for some reason. But But yeah, thanks for watching. It means a lot. I'll see you guys later.